for a while. And then how to manage? Maybe first we replace it with the positive thinking first. Yeah. So just now, like Jenny said, we have to have the positive mind. Yeah. And then not focus to our worry too much. Yeah. Because human beings always only have uh, actually in one time only have one feelings. Yeah. And then change again. And when the time the worry come and we aware that we are now is worrying too much, so we can change it to the positive mind. And then sometimes we have to keep our body move to change our mind. For example, we do cleaning, or you cooking, or maybe you try something new at home. So this can replace the worry in your mind to more positive thinking. Yeah. And then when you already face the problems, of course, we have to calm down first. Yeah. Stay calm, and then we can stay calm from chanting. And then after that, only we can think the next step, what we have to do. Yeah. Let's say, for example, you lose your job. Yeah. So this is very worry. But if you worry too much, also cannot solve anything. So we have to focus. We have to calm down first. Maybe we try to chanting. We'll try to learn the Dharma. We try to talk to other people that more positive. Then after that, we can try to think the way, yeah, uh, how to earn the money, for example. Yeah. So our anxiety actually not coming from thinking about the future, but because we want to control. Yeah, we want to make sure. Oh, tomorrow I still have job. Tomorrow I still healthy. Tomorrow my family all also healthy. Because we always think about this, so we become very worried because we cannot control. We don't know what will happen tomorrow. Yeah. So maybe it's better to use our energy, not use our energy to worry, but to believe. Yeah. So the thing that we can control actually is only one thing. Yeah. Just now we talk, we cannot control about the future, but we have the present moment that we can control, that we have now. When we are worried, we are not in the present moment. We think about other things. Yeah, we think about tomorrow. We think about the day after tomorrow. We think about maybe our children, their future, what will happen next. So we are thinking about other time in the future, and we are not in the present moment. Then we forget the present moment that we have now. Actually, all the future is depend on what we do in this moment, the present time. So if we wish a good future, if we wish everyone in a good health, everyone we have the stable life. Yeah, so we have to try to do the best in this moment. So uh, in the future, we will have the good future. Yeah. And then, of course, from the Buddhist point of view, we have faith. Yeah, that we believe our future will be okay. Yeah, it will be fine. And then we do what we can do is we do the best in this moment. And then we have the faith that the Buddha and the Bodhisattvas will always protect all the practitioners of the Lotus Sutra. So when we keep our good practice, of course, we will get the protection from the Buddha and the Bodhisattvas. Yeah, so maybe from me is like this. We want to open for the floor or continue to Reverend Noda?
Maybe you continue to Reverend Noda first.
Okay.
Okay, so now I like to share some of the Nichiren Shonin's writings and then some words from the Lotus Sutra. Wait.
I have to stop sharing first. Ken?
Huh?
You can share.
Wait. So first quotes from the Kaimokusho. Open your eyes. The Nichiren Shonin says, Shakyamuni Buddha is a supreme leader and excellent eyes of for all the people. He is a bridge that enables them to cross the river of evil passions. He is a skipper who guides them over the sea of life and death, and he is the fertile field in which they plant the seeds of merit. So this means that Shakyamuni Buddha always guides all living beings. He knows the way how we should walk, and we have many emotions such as worries, anger, hatred every day. So that we hardly can see the way how to solve if we have too much emotions. However, the Buddha has great eyes of compassion and wisdom and always tell us how to do. And then what we have to do is we try to listen to the Buddha voice. Wait. Next, the Nichiren Shonin's writings from Shishin Gohon Sho. Muddy water has no mind, but it still catches the moon's reflections and naturally become lucid. Plants and trees catch the rain in order to blossom, but can we say they do this deliberately? The 5 characters of Myoufu Renge-kyo are not the text of the sutra, nor a mere explanation. Rather, they are the sole intent of the whole sutras. Beginners may practice this without knowing the heart of the Lotus Sutra, but their practice will naturally harmonize with its intention. So when we continue our Buddhist practice, we cultivate the seed of the Buddha within our body, and then good roots grow from the seed of the Buddha. We study and practice Buddhism like reading and chanting the sutra and Odaimoku, or helping others as bodhisattvas, giving kindness to all the people around us, and saying the good words to others. These practice help gain good merits and virtues, and the good roots receive these merits and virtues, and they spread through out our body. So we have to continue our good way of living. Next, from Sushun Tenno Gosho, it says, it is useless to stack up a pile of treasures if your storehouse, it is useless to stack up a pile of treasures in your storehouse if you are in poor health. Therefore, the value of the healthy body is more precious than treasures in the storehouse. At the same time, however, healthy body means nothing if your mind is not pure. This is why we can say that our most precious treasures is our mind itself. Upon reading this letter, please try to accumulate the treasures of your mind. And continued. The essence of Buddhism is the Lotus Sutra, and the gist of practicing the Lotus Sutra is shown in the Never Despising Bodhisattva chapter. Contemplate why the Never Despising Bodhisattva stood on the street to bow to passerby. The true purpose of Shakyamuni Buddha appearing in this world was to teach us how to behave ourselves on a daily basis. Consider this well. So, for example, if I'm rich, but my body is very weak, I cannot use these treasures in my storehouse properly. But if I am healthy, but my mind is not good, then I use all the treasures quickly. I spend money every time, and then I lose it quickly, and then disappear all the treasures. Or if my heart is greedy, I want to get more treasures, and then I cheat other people, like a family, friends, to get more. And then friends don't like me anymore, and then no more friendship with my friends. And then I have no fun in my life. So no matter how the society is, no matter how the world is, we need to train our mind first. It is very important. And then develop good hearts inside our mind. We are able to use treasures in good way and a happy life if we practice, if we train our mind. Then next, I give you some phrases from Lotus Sutra. From chapter 5, Smell of Herbs. It says, all living beings are dying of thirst. I will water them. I will save them from sufferings. I will give them the pleasure of peace, the pleasure of the world, and the pleasure of nirvana. I will expand the Dharma as pure as nectar to you all in this great multitude. My teachings are of the same taste. They are for emancipation, that is for nirvana. Because people have many desires, we encounter many kinds of sufferings and worries in our life. Shakyamuni Buddha says that the Buddha always sent his blessings and guidance to all the people, and he always causes all of us to free from sufferings. And the last one is from chapter 23, previous life of Medicine King Bodhisattva. It says, this sutra saves all living beings. This sutra saves all living beings from all sufferings and give them the great benefits. All living beings will be able to fulfill their wishes by this sutra. This sutra of the lotus flower of the wonderful Dharma saves all living beings from all the sufferings, from all disease, and from all bonds of birth and death. The merit to be given to the person who, after hearing this sutra of the lotus flower of the wonderful Dharma, copies it and cause others to copy it cannot be measured even by the wisdom of the Buddha. So the merits of our Buddhist practice are immeasurable. We receive the great merits when we practice the Lotus Sutra. So the teaching of the Lotus Sutra mainly Buddha telling us to accept the differences. Even some people may say no wrong things, evil things, bad things to us. Be patient, and we still pay respect to them, like a never despising bodhisattva. We practice compassionate way of living, and then we get big blessings in our daily life. Okay. So this is the yeah. Wait. I
All right, thank you, Reverend Myoufu, Reverend Noda. So I guess again we like to open to everyone. So whoever want to have any sharing or any questions, you can please unmute your mic. Or have any questions for both Reverend Myoufu or Reverend Noda?
Anyone? Madam Oi. Madam Oi. How are you? Cannot see. Hello, Angie.
Hello.
Hello. Are you following just now? Okay.
Yeah, but half because I
yeah,
was in the car. I just
Okay,
arrived at
okay.
my house.
Nobody? Miss Yap. Hello, Miss Yap.
Hello, hear me?
Hello. How are you?
Can you hear
Yes,
and
yes. Very
Reverend
clear.
Myoufu? I just
Yeah.
joined because just now got somebody repair my water filter.
Ah,
In-
okay.
So I just hear the talk from Reverend Noda
Okay.
and half of your
Yeah.
your talk also. So I feel that during this period of pandemics, I do chanting twice per day really can cure my worry.
What you
Because
worry about?
worry too much.
What are you worrying about?
What I'm worried about is COVID-19 spread, and that when we go out, we can get the diseases or not, and many, and also whether got food to eat or not, because an early stage then
Okay.
so worried about my daughter-in-law. They are all
Yeah.
last. What I'm doing is I do chanting more.
Okay.
But once I start my chanting twice per day. Earlier I always do once per day. So that day onwards I do twice per day. Then later parts I do it chanting Daimoku for 1,000 times. 1,000 times per day.
Oh.
So I can see the improvement of my worry. It becomes less and less and less and less while I chant more. And then my sister also facing the same problem. You know,
Yeah.
not Ahun,
Yes.
my sister. She also facing the same problem, worried about her husband stay at KL, cannot come back. But also she also do the chanting at home, half an hour per day, also help her to clear away all this worry. So I, from my experience, do more chanting of Daimoku and our Lotus Sutra. Help me a lot. Thank you.
Thank
Okay.
you. Thank you.
Thank you.
So I have question. Why we chanting Odaimoku can help our worry? What do you think? Why? Anybody can answer?
Maybe it will calm our mind down.
Oh, calm the mind down.
Yes.
You will have a peace of mind during chanting.
Peace of mind.
Yeah.
Yes. And then?
It helps me to focus on something positive or positive energy versus some dealing with all the negative energy that's around me.
Yeah. Very good. Okay.
Is actually
Meditation.
meditation. The meditation is can control our mind. That's why the mind is peaceful.
Yeah. Okay. So, Reverend Noda, you want to say something? No?
Okay.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Conclusion?
I think all people's idea of the chanting Odaimoku is I think correct. So it's like I know. As I say, no, we need to listen to the Buddha voice. So chanting Odaimoku is like a antenna, no, to the Buddha voice. So when we sit calmly, no, we try to calm yourself and then dedicate yourself to chant Odaimoku. So our mind and the Buddha, no, is connected. It's an antenna. So no, maybe when we worry, we cannot see anything. If we angry, no, we cannot see anything widely. I mean, cannot see widely. But receiving the Buddha wisdom and compassion, no, this wisdom going to our body and then spread into our whole body, and then naturally we are able to act like a bodhisattva. We can think like a bodhisattva. We can talk like a bodhisattva. And then with this wisdom, we are able to see how in daily life. So and then we have to continue this every day. So this one day cannot receive it. So we have to continue. And then slowly, we are encounter the compassionate light of the Buddha.
So, Reverend Myoufu and Reverend Noda. So we have one comment and one question also in the chat. One is from Jenny. She said that during this period she did not chant, but she copied a lot of sutra during this pandemic, and it helped her as well. And there's also a question from Mike Liu. He asked, how about karma and rebirth? According to Lotus Sutra, how does the chanting helps?
Okay. Thank you. Maybe I give my opinion first, and then after that, Reverend Noda. Yeah, so from Jenny, yeah, it's okay to copy the sutra because this is also copy the sutra also one of the 5 practice that mentioned in the Lotus Sutra. You know, to keep and chant and recite and copy and spread. So copy the sutra actually the same thing like we chant the sutra, especially when we copy it with the focus concentration. We focus on the words of the Buddha, and then especially when you understand the meanings, yeah, it will be very good practice also. So I also sometimes if I chant too many hours, I will feel tired. I just do copy the sutra, other practice that I can do. And then about the karma and rebirth, how chanting can help. Yeah. So we didn't remember what our karma in the past and what we did in our past life. Yeah, but uh, happen in this life, we are now born like this with everything in our life. For example, the family and our situation, our condition. Uh, and then now, fortunately, we meet the Buddha Dharma in our lives. So, how chanting can help? Hmm. We can say our karma that we already made actually it's already happened. It's very hard to erase all our bad karmas, but we can do the practice, Buddhist practice, to help to how to say it, to make it lighter. Also we cannot say we cannot say discount. Yeah, we cannot cut down our karma that we already have, we already make. Yeah, but uh, through our practice, not only chanting, of course we have to learn the dharma and change our way of life. And then through our practice we learn that we have to doing the good things, that we have to change our behavior, our then we have to control our mind. And then slowly, when we already have the good practice, we have the positive mind, and we doing the good deeds. And then when we face the problems as the result of our bad karmas, that time we will react with, we will respond with of course, the good reaction. So we're not creating the new bad karma in our lives. And then when we are doing the good deeds in our lives, actually it also can help uh, to let our karma more lighter. Because I have one story. We actually we know a lot of story about the karma. Yeah, for example, somebody maybe uh, their life is very short. Maybe only very young they have to die. But if they try to keep doing the good karma as much as possible, their life will become more longer. This is just only example. Yeah. So how chanting can help? Of course, when we do chanting the sutra, we listen to the Buddha's teachings. Yeah, naturally, actually, we are giving our mind the good, positive energy, the Buddha's words. Yeah, in our mind. into ourselves. So our mind become calm, and then also we can purify our mind, and then from that we can think more clear, and then we can act properly according to the teachings of the Buddha. Yeah, we're not just following our desires in our lives. Yeah. So chanting helps to control our mind. When we can control our mind, we can control what our actions. When we can control our actions, we can change our karma. We can change our life. So that's, I think, how chanting can help us. And also chanting is some way of calling our Buddha nature. So we keep calling our Buddha nature, then we will think like how Buddha think, not using our human beings that full of desires. So we are calling our Buddha nature. The more often we calling our Buddha nature, then this will become the part of ourselves.
Thank you, Reverend Myoufu. Reverend Noda, would you like to say anything?
Reverend Noda.
Yeah, me.
Yeah.
Yes.
About these
Yes,
things,
yes.
these questions.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Copy Sutra is good. And this Copy Sutra is one of the practice we should do. And then using our hands to write the Buddha words, Buddha teachings. So body will remember, this is the practice to let the body remember the Buddha teachings. So it's good. And the karma and rebirth is like, but anyway, the human mind is very limited. So it's very hard to see our past. And then we cannot change our past. But however, future we can change. But we should not focus on past what we did. Future what we want to do. The Buddha teaching now what we should do. What we should practice right now. And then what we do now related to the future. So important things are now what we should do now. Hi. And then that, of course, the chanting will help to calm ourselves and then relax the mind, and so that we are able to see what we have to do now. And then the Lionel say the other things should I feel guilty if I don't chant every day? No need to feel guilty.
Just chant.
No need. Be happy. It's important things. Hi.
So I think also regarding this topic, last time I remember one of the Nichiren Shu priests did share this with me, is that how chanting can help. Another way you can think about it is if you look at the Buddha statue, right? It only shows that Buddha has 32 special features. So the statue will show 31. So one special feature will not be shown at the Buddha statue, which is the Buddha's voice. So when you're chanting the sutra, when you're chanting Odamuku, it completes the 32 special features, and you're like listening directly from the Buddha teaching you. Right. So I think Mike also have one more. Mike Liu also have one more sharing. Knowing purifying on karma offers hope. Mike, would you like to explain a little? What do you mean by that?
It's been that if we purify our karma, we will have a better future. So it's offering hope.
how we purify our karma.
How we purify? Through deeds, through thoughts, through actions. Yeah, then we purify the karma. And of course, we have to see what karma we want to purify. Karma is a very general term. Our life is complicated in general. Right? For example, let's say we study hard, then we have a better result. That better result is karma. It's like planting a seed.
Planting a seed.
Yeah, karma is like planting a seed, cause and effect. If you want to have a better secured life, then we start saving, start planning, education-wise, whom we want to marry, etc., financially, our health. All these are planting a seeds. And people who have a happier, healthier life is because they have plans, cause and effect. So the effect is to enjoy life more fulfilling than those who don't plan, those who don't really put action into, those who do not put their plan into actions. So this is also a form of karma. Long-term karma, short-term karma.
Yeah.
Theoretically, this is how the Buddhists explain about karma. And I find that this theory, it does benefit me as a whole. And maybe a stronger person in the midst of unhappiness, in the midst of challenges in life. So when one know that it's karma and know how to overcome that negative karma, once it's overcome, it's hope, it's achievement, it's success, it's happiness. So this is what I mean.
Hope and faith.
But the best karma is enlightenment, end of suffering.
Enlightenment, end of suffering. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
The best karma.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mike. We have another question from Lionel. Is chanting and meditation the same? If not, how do they differ?
Chanting is one way of meditation. Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
So meditation have many ways. You can do walking meditation, you can do silent meditation, and chanting meditation. So it's the same. To calm the mind, to be mindful. Our purpose to do meditation is to be mindful, to be aware what we are thinking now, what we are doing now. Because just now Reverend Noda also shared how important the mind it is. The most treasure that we have is the mind. If we rich, we don't have a good mind, we will lose everything also. So chanting is to train our mind to always be focused, be mindful. So when we be mindful, we controlling what we say, what we do, what we think. And when we can control what we say, what we do, what we think, actually we are controlling the future also, the karma. Then our goal to become enlightenment can we can achieve. How? Reverend Noda?
Hi. Tio.
Tio. Yeah. So we have to balance also. It's not only planning for the life. Yeah, human always think about the logic, what they can see, what they can do, what they can plan. But at the same time, we also have to cultivate the wisdom and cultivate our mind, focus, doing the chanting, meditation, and also doing the good things, the good deeds. Yeah, so have to do both. Yeah, it's not only planning, but we have to also cultivate the wisdom and train our mind also. So when we have everything or when we lose everything, also we can still have the happy happy mind. We're not too attached to everything.
Reverend, I have a question.
Yes, who is this?
Okay, my question is, I'm a new and during the Sunday service we chant this part called Dharani
Dharani,
Jingshu.
okay.
Yeah.
Mm.
Dharani Jingshu. It sounds like a mantra, you know. It's a very beautiful. I love the melody, but I don't understand what it means. So my question is, why are we chanting Dharani Jingshu? Why are we chanting Dharani Jingshu?
Okay, so Dharani means no the protective deities. No, if we do the right things, if we don't do the evil things, the deities will protect us. So this is the meaning of the Dharani. Yeah. And then many kinds of the bodhisattvas and then the protective deities showing their magic spells to us that they will protect all the protection of the Lotus Sutra will be protected by this special words. So when we
Special
spells.
Spell.
It's spell.
Ah.
It's a spell.
Mantra.
Is it magic? Magic.
Yeah, something that
Magic.
cannot. It's mantra.
It's a mantra to protect the practitioner of Lotus Sutra.
Yeah, the bodhisattvas make a vow. They will protect all the practitioners of the Lotus Sutra. So this is the mantra. So
the mantra. So the more we chant it, the better it
yes,
will be.
of course.
But we have to do the right things
Yeah.
in daily life.
We have to do the right thing.
I mean that you practice a bodhisattva way of living in daily life, and then you chant the sutra and be kind to other people. So this thing, if we continue these things, these deities and the bodhisattvas, protected us by these spells.
I see. Then who is this deities behind this spell or mantra?
Many, like one is a medicine king bodhisattva.
Medicine king.
Medicine.
King.
Medicine.
King.
Kings of the bodhisattva.
King
Yao
of
Wang. Yao Wang Pusa.
Yao Wang Pusa.
Yao Wang.
Yao. Medicine.
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 So there's actually a lot of bodhisattvas.
Can I chant when I'm not feeling well?
So a lot.
Miao Wang sounds like a medicine bodhisattva. Medicine.
Medicine bodhisattva. Also, I think Hariti.
Hariti.
Mm.
And the mandala, north. The
north.
Bishamon
Mountain.
Bisha Mountain. And the east is what? The four heavenly kings. Two of the four heavenly kings. North.
Taiwan.
The four heavenly kings.
Yes. So many bodhisattvas make the vows, not only one. They are making vows.
Yeah. Okay. I shall chant and experience it.
Yes, it's true. Buddhism is like this. You have to try yourself. We cannot just listen. You have to prove yourself.
Thank you. Yeah, I'll try. I'll chant. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Is there any one last question? Because time flies very fast. We are already 1 hour.
Mm.
Any last questions? If not, we can just we will do a conclusion of today's session.
I have one question.
Okay.
Are we going to do this again or something similar?
If you like.
Oh, yes.
It,
Yes, I would like.
yes. The plan is if everyone likes this kind of
I would
session,
love
we will continue to plan for it. We may also invite other additional reverends to join as well. So it's still in discussion with Reverend Noda and Reverend Myoufu.
I hope more people will join us from Southeast Asia.
Yeah.
Yes.
So,
So that will be the plan. So if you see right now, we are starting a lot of different types of sessions. One, this is the first time we are joining the interaction one. So in fact, tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. Malaysia time, Reverend Noda will continue to do the Sunday virtual
10:30,
service.
10:30
Oh, sorry,
Malaysia time.
10:30, 10:30,
10:30.
10:30 tomorrow, Malaysia time, which is Jakarta 9:30.
30.
Yeah, so Reverend Noda will lead the virtual Sunday service. That we will continue this every Sunday, and also July. Which date again?
24.
Remember?
Yes,
July
yes.
6th.
July 5. July 5th.
July 5th of July. Also, we will we'll have another session of the 24 hours Odaimoku session, because that one also we had a lot of good response globally. And if you see this June one, we had Minobu Guonji, the head temple, also joining us. So for this online Dharma sharing, I think we will continue to plan, but we don't have the next date yet. We will let you know once we have a more solid confirmation.
Alex,
Yes.
can you guys publish some type of calendar so we can kind of know in advance, or of the what you the things you intend to do? We may not have specific dates, but something like we know in advance,
Yeah.
because a lot of times I only find this by accident.
So you are lucky always.
Okay, sure. We will try to reach out to as much channel as possible. I think one thing that we will next do is to make use of the calendar invites in Facebook as well. So even this session we are testing it also on the platform, like on Zoom. So if you all think that there are better other platforms for us to use, please feel free to recommend as well. Okay.
Thank you.
All right. If there's no other questions, probably we will conclude for today. Reverend Noda and Myoufu, is there any other message that you would like to share with us before we end the session today?
Yeah, maybe so. Just a short conclusion. Yeah, so just now we already talked about the worry. Yeah, so every one of us sure have the worry. Yeah, but no need to worry. we have the Buddha. We have to keep our good faith with the Buddha and keep chanting. Yeah, so chanting Odaimoku. Just now we already mentioned a lot of benefits of chanting Odaimoku. So especially chanting Odaimoku can give us the peaceful of mind, and then can give us the wisdom. Yeah? So when we have the peaceful of mind, we have the wisdom, then we can think what we have to do next. Yeah. And then we no need to think about the future, but the most important is the present time. When we do the best in the present times, of course, we will get the good future. So thank you very much for everyone.
Thank you.
Reverend Donai, anything to conclude?
Me? Same.
So please join us again.
So the Buddha always know beside us, stay beside us, always caring us. So please remember this, and then do your daily life. Hi, thank you.
All right, thank you. Then with this, we would like to end the session with also 3 times of chanting of Daimoku, the Sancho. Let's chant together. Maybe Rev Myoufu, you can lead us this time.
Okay, thank you very much. We chant 3 times of Daimoku. Namo Myoho Renge Kyo. Namo Myoho Renge Kyo. Namo Myoho Renge Kyo.
Thank you, Reverend.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Reverend. Thank you,
Thank you.
Reverend.
Thank
Thank you
you.
very
Thank you,
much.
everybody.
See you again
See you again.
next
Take care.
time.
Bye
Take
bye.
care. Bye bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Thank you, Ali.
Episode. Bye bye.
Very special.
Bye bye. See you.
Bye bye.
See you.
See you next week, Reverend. Continue next week. Okay.
Okay.
I enjoyed this session.
Okay.
So make it next week.
Okay.
Really very.
Tomorrow,
Very, very
11:30.
meaningful.
Tomorrow.
Really very.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Reverend.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.